from Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. The awarding of a locomotive tender by state-owned logistics group Transnet to a consortium led by Chinese manufacturer China South Rail Zuzu Electric Locomotive could enable South Africa to localize manufacturing and establish its own original equipment manufacturing hub. Natasha Werdendahl has the story.
State-owned logistics group Transnet has awarded a 2.6 billion contract for the supply of 95 electric locomotives to a Chinese consortium. This is a contract which the Department of Public Enterprises hoped would lay a platform for South Africa to become a significant locomotive original equipment manufacturer and further develop trade and investment relationships with foreign countries. The contract would enable skills development and knowledge transfer within the domestic manufacturing sector, as well as create jobs, capability and capacity, and enable South Africa to establish itself as an OEM hub, exporting regionally and internationally.
We believe this will inject massive economic benefits as well as lead to the development of intermediary sectors that will serve as suppliers, because 50% of the capital budget will be spent on rail. This CAPEX program puts South Africa on the path of becoming one of a number of manufacturing centers competing on the basis of price and quality. We need to set up a global center of excellence for targeted capabilities in partnership with leading OEMs, which will involve coordinated investments in manufacturing capabilities, skills, university curricula, technology transfers, and technology development facilities. In summary, we need to develop a technologically dynamic and globally competitive industrial cluster supporting the needs of our rail system. In this context, we want to see our OEM partners become truly entrenched in the South African economy in exchange for a partnership with the state-owned companies in our infrastructure build program. We would like to see our partners make South Africa the design and manufacturing hub of their regional activities, not just in the locomotive supply chain, but in all the spheres in which the OEMs are active.
I would want to see South Africa becoming a manufacturing hub, an original equipment manufacturing hub, which means that I expect our international partners, whenever they come to invest in our fleet procurement program, to have that commitment to invest in plants, technologies, skills, in establishing local hubs, manufacturing hubs in South Africa, with the intention not only to sell to the South African market, but to also ensure that these hubs we establish in South Africa can export to the regional and global markets.
Other news making headlines this week: South Africa moves to procure 7,761 megawatts of baseload IPP power by 2025, and CAPEX culling is a last resort as Transnet reviews the impact of a soft economy on its 300 billion rand plan. Energy Minister Dipuo Peters says the Department of Energy has received concurrence from the National Energy Regulator of South Africa for a ministerial determination opening the way for the procurement of 7,761 megawatts of baseload capacity from independent power producers between now and 2025.
I have received concurrence from the regulator on additional allocation to the renewable program, and I will be promulgating this determination before the end of the year. In addition to the renewable energy determination, I will make a determination on baseload, mid-merit plans, including those under the medium-term risk mitigation plan of the integrated resource plan.
State-owned freight logistics group Transnet is reviewing ways to de-risk its 300 billion rand market demand strategy in light of the weaker than expected economic outlook, which could negatively affect commodity and container volumes.
Despite the continued economic uncertainty during the period, financial operating performance has been sustained. The current labor unrest and the global economic outlook continue to be a concern, and the board has already beginning to look at risk mitigation measures to ensure that company targets will be met. In short, Despite everything that is happening around us, we are continuing with the MDS. We are continuing to strive to meet the MDS targets and to execute the MDS as promised.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.